Hi, guys. Welcome to another episode of the Beauty Pop Podcast. I'm your host, Victoria, with my lovely other host. I don't even want to say co-host because that sort of sounds like you're a step down and you're not. We're equals.
Oh, it's fine.
Right?
I don't take it that way at
Sounds
all.
weird.
I love co-hosting
The
with
other
you.
host.
It's fun.
The other host.
The other host.
Your other host.
Number 2.
The beautiful blonde Jennifer Horn host.
Less blonde than usual, but straight hair so you can see
Looks
it today.
good. Looks good. And you're rocking those glasses. We were one of our former episodes, we talked about Key, which is Q-U-A-Y.
Yeah.
No one says it right. Mm-hmm. But those Key glasses, and you have, I was talking about the sunglasses. You got some sunglasses and you got your reading glasses.
Yeah,
they look amazing.
Actually, these are for distance. And I'll give you a little tip because this was about products that we were influenced, I think, on Instagram. Mm-hmm. And I saw these girls with these cute sunglasses and I'm like, I'm going to try these. And then I looked and they launched, I think last year sometime, a prescription glasses line. And guys, if you need prescription glasses or sunglasses, they're like anywhere between $150 to $180 out the door with your prescription, the frames, all the special lenses, the featherweight, the UV coating, all that stuff. And
those look like a beautiful, it might be the lighting, but it looks almost like a lavender tortoise.
They are kind of. They're like, I think they call them milky tortoise,
but
it is
gorgeous.
Kind of like it's a very muted lavender with like a brown and a black.
And they also look hella expensive. And then we know they're not because you just told us, but yeah.
And their sunglasses are like that too. Anytime I wear these glasses, people go, wow, those are really great. And they have the feature where if you take a picture of yourself, you can try the glasses on. So, because, online, it's hard.
Tough.
You want to know what they look like and you don't know what the fit is like.
Mm-hmm.
These I love, especially if you've got like little moon face girls. Like if you're got a big head, these glasses are made oversized. So, on
which is flattering on everyone,
heads,
truthfully.
Yeah. On cute petite heads, they look adorable. But on big heads like me, they're just nice and flattering.
Jen does not have a big head. I'm just going to clarify that.
Oh, no. This is a watermelon head. Like, it was embarrassing. Like, try to buy a cap I've got a lot of brain in here and it's all encapsulated.
Well, they are the perfect, like the pointy part of up at the top there, like that's the perfect width for your face. So it's a great fit.
It looks good.
Yeah.
So thank you. But yeah, that's our little bonus today on the podcast.
That's a good tip because I don't wear glasses, but both my parents do. And all I hear about is how expensive prescription glasses and frames are.
And they might come. You might need readers at some point. I don't need readers ever because I'm so nearsighted. So my doctor told me that I'll never need reading glasses. But my distance, and ever since I had the detached retina, because I had eye surgery to correct my vision. So I was living the life until my detached retina. And now my prescription isn't that bad, but I need the glasses to sharpen things up. Mm-hmm. And I notice, especially when I drive or I'm in front of a computer.
Seeing a sign is a good thing
helps.
When you're driving.
Absolutely. Like I can try to Mr. Magoo it, and squint and do it, but I've noticed, I don't know about you guys, you don't wear glasses, but if any of you listening know when you do wear glasses, it's really hard to take them off and go back to not having them because you're like
to adjust. Yeah.
Things are just, it feels weird.
Yeah. So besides the glasses, like you said, that's a bonus. We are going to talk this week about different things. Some are devices, some are simple like bath bombs, but
services.
We're going to talk about things that make us feel more relaxed, things that make you feel better. I know it's the summertime, but that doesn't mean stress disappears. We're not in school anymore, unfortunately. So we still have to deal with, the everyday stresses. And there are some really great ways to I'm like really over the whole self-care, like all that.
Oh, I can't stand
it's like,
it.
It's a little pretentious.
It's a full-time job to do all the self-care that some of these influencers do, isn't it? Like,
yeah, it's too much.
Like you need a calendar.
Right.
I was thinking about this because I'm not taking a big summer vacation. I can actually relate this to summer. I'm not taking a big summer vacation this year. I might do a few little weekend getaways here and there, but there's no big getaway for me. And so last week, I'm still a bath person, but I don't use it for my primary cleanliness thing. Like I shower every day, but sometimes to relax, I love a bath. I have a great big bathtub with jacuzzi jets, and it's so like every once in a while, especially if it's not too hot outside, I love to take a bath. And I Instacarted some Epsom salt because I love to do Epsom salt.
It's so good for you.
Bath oil and a little bit of like bubble bath. I love to just relax and read while I'm in the bathtub. That's kind of my thing. And the Instacart guy brought me the wrong flavor of Dr. Teal's. And I thought, wait a second, I got to talk to Victoria about this because this stuff's amazing. So Dr. Teal's is like in every drugstore, right? With Epsom salt. And typically you can get it unscented, but I always like to get the lavender one because I feel like it adds to the experience. But I know there are a lot of people who don't like lavender. They think it's like a repulsive smell. I don't know why I enjoy it, but not everybody does. So when I opened the bag, I was like, what is this? And I realized they'd picked up the wrong one. And I was so glad. This is Dr. Teal's Pure Epsom Salt, Calm Your Mind. And it's with, is it ashwagandha? Is that how you say it? Ashwagandha, which is like incredible. It's ashwagandha, Indian winter cherry, along with orange and is it yin yang? Is that what we call it? I hate these words. You know what I'm talking about?
Is it like yin yang or something? There's like an L in there, right?
Yeah, with the L.
Okay.
It's all together. It's the most incredible smell. It's relaxing, but it also has got that little bit of brightness with the orange. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. It smells way better than my lavender. And like I was hooked. And so that's why I thought of you. And I brought it up to you saying products that make you feel better. Because I bet there's a whole lot of other stuff out there. But I think there's nothing more simple. There's nothing cheaper than using some Epsom salt, whatever it is, putting together your tub. I always squirt in a little bit of bath oil or coconut oil. So it's moisturizing and just getting away for like 15, 20 minutes or a half an hour.
I'm Erica, 1/3 of the podcast Books and Betches, a comedy book podcast where we swear, spoil, and we talk about...
Whoa. You cannot say that in this.
What do you mean? That's like our slogan. It's our gimmick.
It is, but just say we're a very funny adult book podcast. How about we just give some examples of things we talk about?
Well, there's a lot of chaos.
I'm Kristen, and with me I have...
Whopper!
No.
We talk about books, but we're not your AP Lit class.
I definitely hit on the major points.
You absolutely did not.
She did.
You talked
Just
about...
not in the order you thought she would.
You talked so slowly about one thing.
A lot of sidebar conversations.
I hate
Are you
it.
denying the existence of chupacabras?
You know, Erica, yes, I am.
And we don't always get the facts right.
Epilogues don't belong in books. Call it chapter 1.
That's a
the
prologue.
The second I see...
That's a prologue.
Oh, I'm talking about prologues.
You can listen to new episodes of the Books and Betches podcast every Tuesday morning, anywhere you get your podcasts.
Bye-bye.
Have you ever tried? I tried once one of the combo scents from Goop. Goop does bath salts, like a bag of, like it's a mix of Epsom salts and other type of like pink Himalayan salt, and they have all the different names. Like one is for when you're feeling under the weather. It's called Nurse Please, and then there's another one that's called the Martini. And that's just to sort of like unwind at the end of the day. There are different ones. And I forget which one I tried. It may have even been the Nurse Please I tried. I wasn't really sick necessarily, but just kind of felt a little run down. It smells wonderful. It's a little bit pricey. It's like $30 for the bag, but you get like 3 or 4 baths out of it. So it's really not that terrible.
It's still, even though that's pricey, it's still more or less expensive than going to a spa.
Oh, yeah.
Or buying some sort of product that you're never going to use.
Yeah.
If you use it, it makes it worth the money.
But I love that you found a drugstore find, because I'm sure that's not $30. That's probably a lot less.
It's probably like $6.
Yeah. Well, that's a great find. I love that. And
it smells so good. And using the Epsom salt is really good for you, especially before bed. It helps you sleep, draws out the impurities. If you want to get crazy and do practice self-care and you have a natural brush, which I have, and most of the time it's decorative in my bathroom, but you can use a dry bristle brush and, brush yourself in circular motions before you get into the bath.
Yeah.
It's just, that's all really good. We forget to take care of our skin, I think, for our bodies, because we focus so much on our faces.
Yeah. And, I was just reading one of the things that I had mentioned, I want to say back in like January, maybe February, I bought the Canopy humidifier, which is all over Instagram. It comes in different colors. It's really pretty. It's really, here's the thing. It is amazing. It's every bit worth the $120 or whatever it was. It is incredible. I bought a little 2-pack on Amazon of a little thermostat humidifier, your humidity little reader. Looks like a little mini picture frame. You can put it. It comes with a battery. The 2-pack was like, I don't know, $15 on Amazon. So you can have one in each room, and so you know what your humidity level is. Ours was abominable. It was like 30% in our bedroom.
Wow.
Now we're in the 60s. We're at like 50 to 60%.
That's effective.
I can tell you, even though, yes, it's technically the summer, although it does not feel it. The whole month of June, I'm in New Jersey, you're in LA. The whole month of June here, it has been like, if we hit 70, that's a hot day. It's
kind of how it's been in LA.
It's like the June gloom that LA gets, right? It's like, it's like that here. It's really bad. So the humidity has just not really been there that we normally expect in the summer on the East Coast. And so I started using the canopy, and I have to say, after, because I have dry sensitive skin, so do you. We talk about the dryness a lot. It is really incredible how much more moisture I find is in my face, and just in my my skin in general. But it really, I get why celebrities like J-Lo have like 3 humidifiers in every room. I get it. That's why she looks
better for
so
your voice inside and the outside, for sure.
I mean, it is. Yep. So the canopy, if you're going to consider one, the canopy is the best. The other reason that I love canopy is because it's not just a humidifier that spits out steam. It doesn't do that. It actually draws the air in and runs it through this incredible HEPA kind of filter. So and what it blows out is actually super clean air. So,
and you said it's cool too, right? Isn't it a cool mist?
Yeah, it's not even a mist. It's literally just like a little fan of air that comes out, and you're like, how is this humidifying my room? And then it just magically is. So,
I love it, because me and humidity. Like, as much as I love how it does,
you won't notice that you're in humidity.
And my hair.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel it.
And you won't. And you won't, like, your sheets are not damp. Like, you will not feel that. And so, but it's also amazing for allergies. Because it collects all of the gunk. Like, when you lift the thing up and you check the paper filter, which you have to get rid of every 6 weeks, you can see it. Like, our water here is horrendous in New Jersey. And like, when you see, there's like a water ring around the tub and the sink that's like an orange color, because there's so much metal. It actually is absorbed in the canopy filter. You can see where the orange gets sucked in and it stays in the paper. So I love that. And it comes with aromatherapy, a little puck, like a little mini hockey puck that sits on top of it, and you just dab in some essential oil. They give you all different flavors every time you do a refill of your filter, and then you can just like make your room smell heavenly. It's the best $125 that I've ever spent. It is amazing.
I gotta do it. I remember the last time you talked about it.
You really should.
I'm gonna get that.
Just start with one in your bedroom. You'll notice if you keep your bedroom door closed, because it's supposed to run 24/7, even through the summer. That's like something that people don't realize. They only dig them out, in the winter. You need it all year round. And I've noticed that, like, because we have 2 dogs, and sometimes when they're outside, they'll smell a little doggy. And so when I open our bedroom door, it's just the cleanest, freshest air. I'll just like leave the bedroom closed.
I need it. You know how I suffer with allergies. Yeah. So I'm taking an allergy pill every day. I'm going to try it. Plus it's pretty. It looks nice.
Oh yeah. It's totally small. It's not invasive. It doesn't like look horrendous in the room. And the best part, I remember the first time I mentioned this, you loved that too. All of the plastic detachable parts, you can throw them in the dishwasher.
Which is so my thing, because I don't want to sit there and scrub.
No. So low maintenance. It's great.
That's what I want. Now, one more thing that I have to tell you about, because I love an app, right? So I've talked on Beauty Pop before about Priv, and about the Priv is an app that does hair and makeup primarily. They do some nails as well. And they have massage, but I've had a massage through Priv before, and it's kind of hit or miss. They don't have a lot of massage therapists that are assigned, at least in my area. But they do spray tan, ear piercing. They do everything. It's a really great service. But for Father's Day, and I may have mentioned this, my dad was in the hospital for a few days, and he had pneumonia, and he always carries a ton of tension in his neck and his shoulders like I do. I mean, he's like a rock when you try to massage his shoulders. And so I said, for Father's Day, Dad, what do you want to do? He's like, oh, I'd really love a massage. He's like, but I don't know if I want to do the full 90-minute lay down massage, because I just don't want to cough, because he's still got like that residual stuff happening. Yeah. So I said, I totally get that. And so I thought, he goes, I'd really love a chair massage. And I thought, well, how the heck am I going to find someone who's going to do a chair massage for me on Father's Day? So I started Googling and I came across the Soothe app, and I booked a massage for him. I booked a massage for me, and I am super happy with what happened. They do massage, facial, they do hair, they do beauty, they do lash extensions, they do lash lifts at home, they do makeup lessons, they do manicures, all kinds. So really kind of cool. And facials, they do acne, age defying, hydration facials, all kinds of stuff. We tried for massage the deep tissue. We both got deep tissue. He chose, you can choose whether you want to do it on a table or a chair. You can choose for how long.
I love a chair massage after a nail appointment.
Oh my gosh.
It's the best.
Okay, so and you can choose multiples of people. So it's very funny because I had to sign us up for a couples massage to get 2 therapists to come at the same time to his house. They come to your house. And super respectful. They both asked, would you like us to take our shoes off? Would you like, where can we set up? Now we set up in different rooms because we're a father duo daughter pair here, right? So we're not like getting crazy.
Yeah.
But I set up in the living room. He was in his den, and the lady brought in the chair for him. He had his massage. He absolutely loved it. She did it in the chair, but she also had him turn over so that she could get to his legs and to his feet and to his hands, and did like a full body massage in the chair, which is exactly what he wanted. My guy was like He-Man. He was 6'5" and he was tough, and he lets you pick your music. You got to pick your oil. He gave the best massage. And Victoria, I tried cupping. Have you ever tried cupping?
No, but that's like an OG Gwyneth thing. So, and now Kourtney Kardashian's all about it because she's like mini Gwyneth.
So I've never had cupping. I've always seen it. That's the thing that leaves those big blotches on celebrities' backs and stuff. But he was massaging me, and he goes, and of course I was focused on my neck and my shoulders, but he goes, your hips and your lower back are so tight, like a lot of us who sit on our butts all day long, working in front of a microphone, in front of a computer, whatever. And so he was massaging me. He goes, I think you would really benefit from cupping. Have you tried it? And I said, no. And he goes, would you like to? And I was like, you cup? And I mean, all included in the service.
Wow.
And it was incredible. Like my range of motion in my hips.
Did he do it all down your back or just like the lower back?
He did my lower back and my hips and some of like the top part of like my butt, like the glutes.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, I jumped off of that table. Like there was no pain after my massage was over. For days, I felt like I just was not. I still feel pretty good. And it's been days. I feel like I didn't even know how stiff I was until I had the cupping. And like, I'm a huge fan. Now, I did feel a little like cold symptom in the evening hours, which I'd warn about, but I guess that's pretty normal because it draws so much out. But it's supposed to bring blood to those areas that are extra, extra tight and tough. And I loved it. I had some funny looking circle marks on my butt, but I was not stripping this week, so it was fine.
You're off this week from the center stage.
Yeah. So I really, and I had the best experience with both of our therapists. They did exactly what we needed them to do. And the Soothe app, I think it's rolling out everywhere now. So
that sounds amazing.
For services like that.
Wow.
Because there is something nice about going to the spa, but there's also something nice about rolling off the table and
you're already home,
sitting outside at your house, taking a nap, having a glass of wine, whatever it is.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
I like it. If you want that experience, it was great and not that expensive. It was like, I think $150 for an hour and a half, which is not terrible for someone in the home.
An hour and a half with cupping at your home.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to guess that would have been about $250. Which would have been reasonable. That's still not a lot of money for all of those services, including the home visit.
Yep, it was incredible. So if you are looking for a very reasonably priced massage and a good one with all of those things that are so custom, I had a great experience with Soothe.
Wow. My God, you guys, you find all the right stuff. I love it. And your dad benefits.
Google, baby. I know.
Well, I'm happy that he enjoyed that because I'm sure after the pneumonia and that ordeal, that's a lot.
Oh, and he felt so much better because he was, a lot of times you need a massage to get all that junk to just kind of clear it out.
Move it around.
So no, he feels so much better and he loved the massage and I even like touched his neck afterwards and it was like pliable again. I was like, wow, this works.
I think
good.
I think a chair massage is easier for them to like get into
That's
your
why.
neck and your shoulders. So I think that was definitely the right choice for that. Because
Yep,
I
it
always
was
find
great.
when I have a regular massage, it's great for like my back, and I have herniated disc, lower disc, and so it's great to have that concentration when you're laying down in that area. But I always find that my neck and my shoulders don't get in there, because I'm used to the chair massages. When I lived in Manhattan for 15 years, every nail salon, while you're drying, you get a chair massage. That's just like what you do. So I'm used to that really super effective, sort of angle.
Exactly. Yep. Now I will say this guy, He-Man, that did his name was Jeff, actually. When I flipped over, I thought he's not doing my neck very much. And I'm always disappointed because they don't do that when you're laying down. But when I flipped over, he actually got in there and did my neck too. He was really good. I was like, could you come over every day, please? I'd like to see you all the time. Can we have a serious relationship?
And you do like big, tall Gronk kind of guys. So
let's just say, I'm pretty sure that Jeff probably was not into me because,
wrong team.
But I definitely would use him for his physique on my neck muscles. So sorry about that.
But I'm so jealous that you got to try cupping, because I've literally wanted to try that for years.
You should.
Yeah.
I was really and it's weird. It doesn't hurt. There are some places where you felt some pressure, and I asked him about it, and he said those are the places that are your most tense. If you feel just a little bit of pressure, it was a weird feeling, but it wasn't pain. And yeah, I guess there's fire cupping, which he didn't do. I did just he had like a little suction device that suctioned the cups onto the places.
The fire cupping, I think they're glass cups, right? And they light a match and then put it on you so that it kind of like loses oxygen and draws.
Yeah, it suctions hard.
And you've got one other thing, right? That you also used?
Those were the two.
Oh, I thought
I was going to tell you about the Theragun, but you know what? This massage was way better than that. I have my
that's good to know, because I also don't know anyone who has a Theragun. So,
well, I'll tell you if you want to know real quick. So I have a knockoff Theragun, which you can get on Amazon. And by the way, they have gotten so inexpensive now.
Yeah.
The thing that you want to look for as you're comparing models is if you like a stronger massage like I do, you want to make sure, look in there and see what the I think it's dBs or something like that. You want something higher. Some are 30, some are 60. Get something in the 60 range. And if you can get something in the 60 range, you'll be happy. But it's a little hard to use on yourself, but it's perfect, like for you and Lewis to do that.
This is the thing that sort of looks like a power drill, but at the end, it's like a little
muscle, right? It's a massage gun. Yeah,
and it punches you, right? Is that the thing I've seen? It's sort of.
It's got different settings.
Okay.
So one of them is kind of like a punching, some or like a really strong massage feature, and they have different heads for different parts of your body.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
So you can find one on Amazon with like 10 different heads, and you can get a pretty strong one that's quiet, I would say, for under $100 right now. And where I find most effectively that I can use it is on like in my hip area, because I do get the tightness in my hips and like I have sciatica on my right side. You can run it down your leg so easily to yourself, and it loosens everything up. It really is good to use for 5 or 10 minutes every day if you suffer with sciatica, because it's easy to do yourself. Neck and shoulders, I like to do it that way. And you can do it to yourself. It's a little awkward, but it is much easier. Like if you and Lewis took turns, 10 minutes on it, I mean, it's definitely worth it. And now that they've become so inexpensive, and Amazon has a ton, you don't have to buy the Theraguns anymore.
Yeah, they were expensive when they first came out.
Super. And Theragun is still expensive. They're like, for the top of the line, you can probably $300.
Wow. That's a lot.
So yeah, we'll try to link to the one that I have. I'll try to find it on Amazon, and we can link up to it here as well, so that you guys can see which one I have, because I love it. And I use it quite often, especially, if you're exchanging neck and shoulder massages.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you for that. You always have great tips for us. I need to get very into, I have to like up my, like we said, we hate the term self-care, but I need to up it in my world.
I think we all do, right? I mean, it's just, I haven't had a facial in so long. I was going to try to get one this weekend. It's hard. Things come up, but there are little things that you can sneak in if you just make the time.
There you go. All right, kids.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for listening to another episode of Beauty Pop. You can follow Jen at Jennifer Horn Radio. You can follow me at On Air Victoria, and follow our whole podcast on YouTube. You can just search Beauty Pop Podcast, and lots of cute, fun videos pop up of products and stuff that we've talked about and reviewed. And we will be back next week with some more stuff to review. And I can actually throw in my infrared sauna blanket, which I know I can throw that in next week. Well, we'll continue our little self-care stuff. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll talk to you next week.